Hi, welcome to the Nonprofit Narratives brought to you by partnership with the Stellar Family Foundation. My name is Scott, and I am here with Rebecca and Kristen from Faith House. How are you?
We're good, Scott. How are you?
Great. Thanks for joining us today. Kristen, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what Faith House does.
Yes. So Faith House is a private nonprofit crisis center for survivors of domestic violence and their children. We serve over 7 parishes. We have 2 emergency shelters and many, many programs that we can discuss on for help with survivors of male, female, or child victims.
Okay, great. Well, I'd love to hear about what both of you do. So let's start with you, Rebecca. What is your role in Faith House?
I have 2 titles. I'm the Director of Housing, and I'm also the Pet Advocate at Faith House. So with the Director of Housing, I manage all the housing staff, work all of our HUD. We have HUD grants, housing grants that I'm over, as well as our outreach offices. I manage our outreach offices. We are very busy in outreach and in housing, of course. Everybody that comes through the program needs housing. And we're just lucky to have our outreach offices in our rural areas.
And you, Kristen?
So I'm Director of Prevention and Development. So I oversee all public education. We also do prevention into schools and presentations, and also development, any new development, fundraiser, and such. So we all wear a couple different hats at Faith House, but Rebecca and I have been here for more than 15 years. More.
About 20.
So nearly 20. Yes.
Wow. Thank you for your service to the community.
Yes, absolutely.
And you mentioned other parishes. Can you talk a little bit more about that? What is that, the scope of Faith House?
Of course. So yes, Scott, I'm sorry. We cover Acadiana. So from Vermilion to Lafayette area, Acadia Parish, we do St. Landry, Evangeline Parish, and then we also do Central Louisiana, Avoyelles and Rapides.
Okay, great. And I know you guys opened up the Family Justice Center.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about what the Family Justice Center offers to survivors?
Sure. We opened up the Family Justice Center originally in 2016. And what it is, it's a program, a center where survivors can go to get services, non-residential services, if they don't need emergency shelter, but they need help with protective orders, they need help with partnering agencies that are on board, like the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office. We have different programs available for the survivors, so they're not having to go more than one place to receive it. We focus more on their safety, trauma-informed care. We also have a counseling group that's there. We have 2 staff counselors that are there to help with that. We do support groups. We also have a children's program inside of our Justice Center, which is very, very exciting for us because the program is working just like it should for our non-residential survivors.
That's amazing.
And I'm sorry, Scott, we did open in 2016, and just recently in 2026, we had a grand reopening. We have partnered up with the Lafayette Sheriff's Office for us to have a building near the courthouse, and they have let us use this space for absolutely free, which is amazing. So, yeah, we're really excited about it. We were so grateful for the opportunity and the partnership and the collaboration that they've been giving to us over the years.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit more about the children's program? What does that involve?
So the children's program, we actually have a children's program inside of our emergency centers. We have a children's program inside of transitional housing as well as FJC. But not only do we have a children's program at all the facilities, we also have them in our outreach offices as well. So all the services that an adult survivor receives, a child can receive as well. Because a lot of times they need just as much as the adult survivor. So we are able to provide exact same services. They are enrolled in school. They are enrolled in different programs that help them. We can give them referrals if we cannot provide it in our organization. We do support groups for them. They have a certain time they come in and have free play time inside of our playroom. And I always say it's the heart of our organization inside of our playroom because it's more of that happy place. We have, dramatic play areas set up. We have advocates, a child advocate or two that's trained and involved with children, where they do safety planning with them as we would do with the the survivors as well. So all of those services we provide, they receive, and it's a phenomenal program within our organization.
That sounds amazing. I know there's a misconception sometimes about why people might stay in an abusive relationship.
Yes.
Can you talk about that a little bit? Maybe give some reasons that, people have?
Most definitely. And I'm so glad you mentioned that, Scott. And Rebecca and I can both answer that question. As I'm a survivor, Rebecca's a survivor of domestic violence. And a lot of times victim blaming is huge. People do not understand domestic violence. And the why doesn't she stay only says that it's that victim's fault, that it's the survivor's fault. That question means so much to a survivor. So when you ask us, why does she stay? We take the opportunity to educate the community and educate the person on why does she stay? The main reason why she stays is because of fear. At that point of the relationship, with her leaving, makes her in 10 times as much danger as she was in the relationship, because the perpetrator is losing control of that person. So fear is number one, and then finances. If they have been abusing the victim for years, it is by emotionally abusing them, taking control of their feelings, taking control of them physically and financially. So fear, finances, and then the last thing I can think of is why she stays is because she maybe loves that person. And it's not against the law to love someone and to try to see if you can help keep your family together, or to support and try to get that perpetrator to change. But mainly it's fear, right, Rebecca? It's one of those things. People don't understand unless they're in the situation or they're educated on why she may stay. But fear is the number one reason why they stay that long.
Yeah.
And we like to ask a lot of times, why does he abuse? We put so much, the survivor has to take care of the kids, figure out a way to survive in the relationship. And then we're putting another layer on top of it and say, why don't you leave? So it's always, everything's faced on the victim. So we like to kind of put a spin on it. And why does he abuse is the question that we want to be asking more often. Why does he feel the need to hurt someone that's in his household? So the problem's with the abuser, and we want to put the blame where it goes.
Right. And another thing that is also said was, she must like it, or he. And when we refer to he and she, we realize that we have a higher population against females and children. However, it could be a male victim. But we always say, he or she must like the way they treat her because she's still there, he's still there. No one asks for it. No one likes that. No one goes up to a person and says, hi, I'm such and such. Do you abuse people? Because that's my thing. No one asks for it. Survivors are absolutely tricked and told that this is the love of their lives, and they're going to do everything they can to protect them. And a lot of people realize after that first year of being together, the signs of abusive behavior. So those victim blaming turns, it gives us the opportunity to truly, truly let people in the community know that this is not acceptable. And like Rebecca said, we need to hold the abusers accountable for what they're doing.
I'm sure that there are also thoughts of, not wanting to uproot their lives and their, if they have children or pets even. And we've talked about the children's programs you have. And Rebecca, you mentioned that you are running a pets initiative, or...
Currently, we do take pets in. We have outdoor kennels right now. We're in the process. I got a grant through Red Rover. So we're in the process right now of building climate-controlled kennels. It'll still have 3 kennels, but they'll be inside the building where they'll have heat and AC, and then we'll have a cat room. Right now, we don't have the best setup for cats. We put them in a cat hotel in one of the bigger kennels, but they don't have chance to run around, and so the cat will have a cat room, and it'll kind of have little perches and furniture in there where the owner can go in and spend some time with the cat. And then the dogs will have the inside part. Then we'll have a doggy door that'll lead them to their own individual run. So we're really excited about this with Faith House. Pets are a major reason why people don't leave a lot of times. And there's a lot of people that will not leave without their pets. And so we get them in, we take care of them just the same way that we take care of our survivors and the children there, and make sure we find housing that fits the survivor's need around our pets as well when we start housing them.
We only have a minute left before our break, but if you can give me just a very brief rundown of what happens during a crisis call.
Sure.
If someone calls in,
Yes.
what they can expect.
When someone calls in, we want to make sure that they're safe. And if they're not safe, we get a police out there to get them safe. We find out why they're calling, what services they need. If it's shelter, we have a mobile advocate, sit on the phone with them, kind of work out some of the accommodations that they might need. And then we have people that can actually pick them up and bring them to safe shelter. If the survivor's not safe in the home, we can go with the police escort to safely get the survivor and her children and their belongings out, get them to shelter, and get them to safety is our number one goal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you want to add anything to that before we... Okay, great. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll be back in just a few more minutes with Kristen and Rebecca from Faith House.
Looking to grow your nonprofit's impact? Join AOC Community Media for Nonprofit Nourish, a quarterly meetup designed to connect, empower, and elevate local changemakers. Each session features expert-led workshops, free headshots, PSA recordings, and a light lunch, all at no cost. Topics rotate quarterly, spotlighting a range of areas including storytelling, media strategy, and community outreach. Space is limited. Register now at aocinc.org/nonprofit, and let's nourish the good together. Whether you're just starting out or leading a seasoned organization, there's a seat at the table for you. Let's build a stronger, more connected nonprofit community, one story at a time. Acadiana nonprofits are the heartbeat of our community, and Nonprofit Narratives brings their stories to life. Produced by AOC Community Media, this half-hour series showcases local organizations, highlighting their missions, impacts, and the people they serve. From youth mentorships to environmental advocacy, each episode celebrates the voices driving change across Acadiana. Tune in to AOC Channels 1 and 2, stream at aocinc.org/watch, and download AOC's streaming app found on most streaming platforms. Real stories, local heroes. This is Nonprofit Narratives.
Hi, welcome back to Nonprofit Narratives. My name is Scott, and I'm here with Kristen and Rebecca from the Faith House in Lafayette, Louisiana. So we've talked about a lot of really great things that Faith House does. And I know that coming up in October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Yes.
So that's just around the corner. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, what it is, maybe how it started and what it means?
So many years ago, we did have October as our Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So through the month of October, what we do is we do different awareness events. We do candlelight vigils for survivors that have lost their lives due to domestic violence. We do state statistics on, where we stand in Louisiana due to those fatalities. We also have our Fall Fest, which is a little bit more towards the family fun day at Munkes Park usually, or Brown Park. So we have so many events that are gonna come in October, as well as community members putting on events for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We have so many great community members and organizations that do things for Faith House to have the community recognize those things that we do not like to talk about often. We do have our candlelight vigil. We also have some events happening as far as for fundraisers, but for the main focus for October, we really like to focus on those awareness events. We also have what's called the Purple Light Project, and it's simply changing your porch light to purple through the whole month of October, just to let survivors and people know that you are supporting the mission, you're supporting survivors, and so we have quite a few things going on in October. As far as for our October event fundraiser, it's our Night of Hope. That is like a gala that happens every year, and it's put on by Dr. Mary Nyhazel and Tracy Friends. They are board members, volunteers, and staff members that actually put on this very huge event for us, and it's our signature event in October.
That's great. So nonprofit 501c3 is never easy, and it's such an important cause. How do you guys, you have fundraisers. How else do y'all stay afloat, especially right now?
We do have some federal and state funding grant opportunities that we have, and that is great. But truly, those private donors and community members who help us and organizations who help us, we get a good amount of funding from that. But yes, we are operated by state and some federal funding.
Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
There's so many. I don't want to call out too many and miss one. But we do have a lot of organizations and businesses who support us.
If there's an organization that wants to support you, how do they get in touch with you? How would they?
Well, they can reach out via email with one of our leadership teams, Billy, our executive director, myself, but also go to our website. There's an information form, a fundraising form they can fill out. Just any way of wanting a business or organization to collaborate, we're always just a phone call or email away.
And so that would go for, just individuals in the community as well.
Individuals in the community as well, and organizations as a whole, anyone, we're answering those calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are very, very adamant about our leadership team and staff returning those phone calls and emails in a pretty short period of time.
Can people make donations, like physical donations, clothing, food, maybe pet supplies or anything like that?
Absolutely.
What do you take in?
So we take in household items, essential items that we need for our shelter, especially paper products. A lot of people don't realize just how much it takes for a shelter, not only one shelter, but two shelters and a transitional housing facility, for us to provide those paper products to them. We don't have a certain grant that pays specifically for that. So we do reach out to the community for those items. And Miko Nakan, she's our development coordinator. She's very good about getting with the community, letting them know the times and the drop-offs. But we usually have our donation day, which is once a month, the second Tuesday of every month. The Family Life Church lets us accept donations there from 9 to 12. They've been doing it for many years. And the reason why we have to take these donations off-site is because we are a private, confidential program. So we can't just have anyone show up at our site to bring this. And that's where Miko comes in and she makes sure she organizes it well. But yes, we absolutely take paper products, food, some clothing. We do have a limit on clothing because we receive so much from the community and we have lack of storage. But yes, we do accept clothing. Like I said, it all should go through Miko because she has more of our immediate needs list. Pillows, new pillows, blankets, towels. We're always in need of bath towels. So things like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Diapers.
Diapers. Thank you. Yes, diapers. We're always in need of diapers and wipes. As you can imagine how many children come through there and the expenses for just that is incredible. But we also do school supply drives. We have a Christmas program, and that usually goes out around November. So there's many opportunities to donate those in-kind items and those supplies we need. And yes, we definitely accept things. And if we have an overflow of something, like I said, reaching out to us, we'll let them know. We do not accept furniture unless, it goes through us and we're having someone move out, because a lot of people do want to donate furniture and we appreciate it. Space is always an issue, and we do refer them to the Share House because Share House does collaborate with us if we have a survivor moving out that needs something.
Okay. And you mentioned the need for, complete privacy, which is crucial. for a survivor that's leaving an abusive relationship. So say one more time where, when, and how an individual can donate.
So an individual could donate if you want to donate items. We do have a donation day on every second Tuesday of the month at the Family Life Church off of Dulles Drive in Lafayette, Louisiana. We do it from 9 to 12. And if you are interested in donating a monetary donation or anything else, please fill out our form online or reach out to us. We have our emails on the website as well, but really just go to that website, fill out a form. We have a fundraising form, a volunteer application, a donation form. So whatever the member would like to help us with, we're open to having a discussion. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I know you have an event coming up very soon, but then you might have some events in the future also that you want to just give a kind of broad picture.
Yes. So yes, absolutely. In September, we have our Hollywood Trivia Night. This is a fundraiser we put on to help, of course, our Hope Crisis Center, but it is stationed at the Paragon Hotel in Marksville, Louisiana, our central location fundraiser. We are very excited about it. This is our annual fundraiser for that area. We do have some fun things happening. You play trivia, you dress up, and we could definitely have some more information on the website for them to go to. Like I mentioned, we also have in October the Night of Hope event. That's going to be at the Warehouse 535, I believe it is. I might be saying it wrong. We do have that here. That is our signature event for Acadiana that Dr. Mary Nagheisel and Tracy Frentz put on for us. That's something that will be on our website as well. So, we have plenty of upcoming events coming at us every day. And we also do third-party events. So if someone's interested in putting on an event for Faith House, just fill out that form online and we can discuss it and get with our committee.
That's great. Well, that's very exciting. And, both of you, as people who have worked with and for Faith House for many years and are survivors yourselves, do you have, maybe each of you, a message for someone who might be out there who's...
I'll talk forever. You can go first.
First of all, I want to say it's not their fault. What you're going through is not your fault. You're a victim in this situation and should assume no blame for the situation. There is help available. It's hard to reach out. It's hard to tell somebody your story, air your dirty laundry, as most people would say it. But we have advocates that are empathetic, ready to help, ready to tackle whatever issues come up in their lives. And we're just there to be a support system for them and be the person to help them achieve their goals and go on to live a life free of violence.
Okay. Right. And so my message would be, yes, it is a hard situation. Yes, it is something that you have to plan in your mind to finally do because it's so hard to get out of. But I'm going to reiterate, everything is strictly confidential. No one has to know you called us. No one has to know that you're receiving our services. It affects everyone. So calling our hotline is a start, asking us questions, seeing if what we do is what you need. And that phone number, Scott, I don't know if you want to say our hotline number, it's 1-888-411-1333. Give us a call. We're there to help. We have trained people ready to listen.
Say it one more time.
1-888-411-1333.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us for Nonprofit Narratives. Make sure to join us again next month for our next segment.